Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Okay, dear students, today we are going to revise our chapter number 1. If you will open your books from page number 6, you can see your chapter number 1 is citizenship. As you know that we have studied this chapter earlier in the previous classes, but today I'm going to give you the review of this chapter once again. So here I am going to start from the topic, the rights and the responsibilities of citizenship. So as I told you that our chapter name is, you can see on your screen, the citizenship. So first of all, I want to tell you the meaning of citizenship. Actually, this word is from the word civic. So we have to know the meaning of civic. The term civic is related to the duties and activities of people to their city, town, or community. So, civic means the duties which we are going to perform or the responsibilities which we have to perform as the citizen of our country. As a citizen of Pakistan, we have some duties or activities which we have to perform, whether we are living in any city, any town, village, or any community. Community means a group of people, those who live together, who think the same thing, who think the same things, and those who have the same point of view or ideology or the traditions and customs, and they are living together in the same region. They are also called community. So, the word civic is derived from Latin word civics. Civics is basically used for the life of city, town, village, or community. So, civic term came from the language Latin. Latin language से है ये relate करता है, and Latin word civics, which means related to the citizen. Is it clear? So once again, I'm going to tell you the meaning of civic. Civic is the term which related to some duties and activities which we have to perform as a citizen of Pakistan. So the word civic came from the language Latin. ये Latin language का word है, and in actual word is civics in the Latin language, and civics means related to the citizens. What is related? The duties, the activities which we have to perform for the betterment, for the progress of our country. So these duties related to the citizens, and these duties and performing these duties are called civics. Is it clear? So, civic rights and responsibilities are those duties and rules that are related to a citizen of our country. So, this is the definition of the word civics once again, which is the Latin word, and you can see that its meaning is related to citizens. So, some duties and rules and responsibilities are related to the citizen of our country. So, they had to perform these duties. Every citizen is granted some rights since their birth. So, I told you in your classroom earlier that we have so many rights which are granted to us by birth. So, every one of these rights is that everyone is born free. Everyone is born free. So every citizen is granted some rights since their birth. These are basic rights. These rights are also called fundamental rights. Fundamental means basic. So these are the basic rights for the security of a person. Similarly, the citizen have some responsibilities too, which they have to fulfill in order to make their community, their area, their village or city where the citizen is going to live, they have to perform some duties for the betterment of their place. Is it clear? So I can once again explain these lines. So every citizen is granted some rights. So there are two things you can see in the heading as well: rights and responsibilities. First of all, I have told you about the word civic. This is actually a term. The term civic, which is related these duties. And then where it came from? It came from Latin language, and the original word is civics. This is civic and this is civics. So civics means all those responsibilities which we have to perform for the betterment of our country. So every citizen is granted some rights. As I told you that we have so many basic fundamental rights. In the next slide, I will tell you about all these rights. So when we have the rights, so many rights by birth. So in the response of this, we have to perform some duties. So all these rights are for the security of ourselves. So similarly, when the government will give these fundamental rights to the citizens, so in the besides this, the government also will demand from the citizens some responsibilities too. So these responsibilities we have to fulfill in order to make our country prosperous and happy. Is it clear? So when we will perform all these responsibilities, our country, our city or village or town where we are going to live, these are being peaceful. So basically, we are going to start uh, to read about the two things: the rights which we have by birth and the responsibilities which we have to perform for our country. Okay. So, first of all, what are the civic rights? Is it clear? This is the question. What are the civic rights? As I told you, the answer is that, as I told you, the civic rights are those rights which we have to perform, we have granted uh, by the government. So, the right you enjoy as a citizen are, first of all, right to life. Right to life. It means the right to life. You can live freely in your country. You can live freely or with your own choice anywhere. You can spend your life freely, and no one can interfere in your life. So, first of all, the basic right is right to life. Next one is freedom of practicing any religion. We are basically Muslims, and we are living in Pakistan, and Pakistan is a Muslim country. But if here are some other minorities as well, so everyone has a right to practice his religion according his own beliefs. So there is a right of freedom of practicing religion, and there is also the right, the freedom of expression. So freedom of expression is another right, and this right is uh, like this. You can say your point of view, you can say your thought, or you can say your expression uh, through your words to anyone for your own mindset, for your own choice. Freedom of expression means you can say anything which you want to say. So freedom of expression is also called freedom of speech. If you want to protest against anything, if you want to tell any uh, right thing to the others, you can say anything, but within the limits. You can say anything. That is called freedom of speech or freedom of expression. Sometimes we have to say or give our point of view according about politics, about economy, about our social life, about our studies. So no one can stop us. But that is there is a compulsion that you must have to say any word. The choice of the words must be good. So there must be no harsh words. That is not your right to say any harsh word to anyone. So same like this, no one is allowed that no one has a right to stop you to express your feelings. So that is called freedom of speech or freedom of expression. Right to live according your will. Will means अकॉर्डिंग योर ओन लाइफस्टाइल, आपकी अपनी मर्जी के मुताबिक. राइट टू लिव अकॉर्डिंग योर विल, यू कैन राइट अकॉर्डिंग योर विल, यू कैन you have the right to live according your will. You No one can stop you or interfere in your life. You can do anything what you want, you can buy anything what you want, you can go anywhere where you want. So this is all about the right to live according your will, and there is no right to anyone to stop you or to interfere in your life. So, political rights such as you can vote and select any leader of your own choice. So, this is very important right, and we have to use this right as well. So, political right means when there will be elections in the country, you have the right to cast the vote. So, every citizen in the country has a right at the time of the election that they can cast the vote and select their own leaders by their own choice. So no one can stop them to cast the from casting the vote or selecting the leader. Right to buy property anywhere in your country, so that is also the fundamental or basic right of the citizens. They have the right to buy property anywhere in the country. The citizens have the right to buy property, to hold the property, or to sell the property. So there is a right for the citizens. No one can snatch this property illegally, or no one can interfere in all these rights. Right of privacy, right of fair trial, right to get basic facilities such as water, gas, electricity, and education. So everyone has a right to live according his own will, according his lifestyle. So no one can interfere in the privacy of anyone. So that is our right to live according our will, and as well there is also our right to get the facilities of water, gas, electricity, good education, as well as health. So these are all our rights to get all these facilities, and this is the responsibility of the government to make the laws and give all these facilities like water, gas, electricity, education, health, and many others. So, on at the same time, These are all the rights of every citizen which they granted at the time of their birth. But this, there must be some rules and regulations in the country, and there must be the strict rules in the country, so that people may get all these rights, and they then after that they will enjoy all these rights. So if the government will make all these rules for the betterment and for granting the rights to the citizens, so on the other hand, the government also will demand some responsibilities from our side that we have to perform. So that is called civic responsibilities. So, civic responsibilities you can see on your book as well on page number 6. First of all, you have to perform the responsibility. So, we will study about the most important responsibilities, but uh, at the same time, as I told you, when you are enjoying your rights and you are also bound to fulfill your duties as a part of our community, these responsibilities are essential. Essential means these responsibilities are essential, necessary if you want to build a peaceful community. So these responsibilities are essential if you want to build a peaceful community. It means if you want that our country will be peaceful and happy and prosperous. So, if we will demand for our basic rights, if we will demand from government that it will give us the right to go anywhere, right to buy anything, right to do anything, right to live according our will. So, on the other hand, the government also will demand us the some responsibilities which are very essential, and these are for the if we will perform these responsibilities, our country will be happy and prosperous. So addressing your first responsibility is addressing your community's problem in an informed manner. It means if there is any problem in our community, in our city where we are going to live, in our village, community, area. Community means area, you can say in easy words. If we are aware of all the problems, so that will be better for us. So that is also our responsibility to address the problems of our community, our country. Address means the meaning of this line is in easy words that we have to know. This is our responsibility that we have to know, and we have to fully informed for the problems about the problems of our community. So participate to solve community problems. So we have to participate to solve our community problems. You have to participate to solve or to get the uh, way to resolve the community problems. So that is a great responsibility. If everyone in the country will aware of the problems of his country, so it will be better for resolving the community problems, because everyone will know about the problem, so they will discuss with each other, and then they will make a solution of all these problems collectively. So this is our great duty. So we don't have to think that this is not none of my business, so all the problems must be clarified from the government side. That is wrong. So we have also some duties. We are also living in this country, so if there must be any problem, so we have to interfere in these matters, and we have to try to resolve these community problems. Next one is clean your area. That is very basic responsibility. Every person must have to perform this responsibility. First of all, we must have to try to clean our house, then outside area of our house, so it will be better for the environment of our community. So if everyone will think about this, and he or she will clean his house first, then outside area of his house first, then it will be much better for the environment of our country. Second, third one is very important responsibility. You have to plant trees, make the environment clean. If we will plant the trees, so it will be easy to live in the healthy environment for us. So there must be the if we will clean our area, and if we will plant the trees, so the environment will be clean. So that is our big responsibility to try to clean our area, try to plant the trees. Listen to your elders. So you have to obey your elders, you have to obey the rules of your house, the rules of your school or the area where you are going. We have to obey all these things which are regarding to our elders, and they are saying us about anything, whether these are about the rules of any area or any other thing which they are going to advise you. You have to listen them, you have to obey your elders. So this is also your duty. Follow rules made by government. So every citizen must have to follow the rules made by government, whether these rules are uh, related to the traffic rules, school or college rules, institutional rules, private or government sector rules. Where you are, there must be some rules. So you have to follow these rules. So this is our greater duty, to follow the rules made by the government. Behave politely and value others. So you must have to behave very politely to others, whether they are elder or younger one. So you have to behave in a polite manner. You have to be tolerate with others. You have to tolerate the others point of view, and there must not be need to say yes, we know everything, and your point of view is wrong, because that is not good thing. Behave politely, listen everyone. If anyone is going to tell you anything or advise you, you have to listen very politely and value others, and you have to give the value others point of view. Is it clear? So might be possible our point of view is different from others point of view, but that is not good thing. We say that yes, we know everything and we are not going to agree with you. That is not good thing. We have to give value to others point of view. We have to listen them very politely. Don't hurt the sentiments of others. This line or this responsibility also relate the first one. As I told you that when anyone is going to advise you or tell you anything, you have to behave politely, and you have to give the value to others point of view, and don't hurt the sentiments of others by saying that uh, uh, कि हमें तो सब पता है. No, that is not a good thing. Is it clear? You have to listen others. If any elder one is going to advise you, you have to listen that advice very carefully. Don't say any harsh word that will hurt the sentiments of others. Be polite to the others. If you will think positive about anything, about any person, so you will not be harsh to others. So don't hurt the sentiments of others. Always think positive, always be polite. That is your very important responsibility as a citizen. Support your country. As I told you in your class as well, we are not supporting our country. So we have to support our country. We have to show patriotism. We have to show the love for our country. So in same thing is here. If we will follow all these responsibilities, that is also a shape of supporting our country. So if you will follow all these things and you will perform all these responsibilities at the same time, automatically you will supporting you will support your country. Use your political rights to vote and select a deserving person instead of wasting your vote. So, every citizen which has a right and at the age of to casting the vote has to cast the vote, and don't waste your vote. If you will not go to cast your vote, that will not be better for the country. So every citizen has a right to cast the vote, and when the time will come and you have to write to cast the vote, you have to cast the vote. Don't say we are not going to cast the vote. That is a wrong thing. You are going to elect a person who will manage your country's administration. So if we will not cast the vote, we will not select the deserving persons, and they will not and our vote will be wasted. So we have the right to cast the vote. So we have to cast a vote at the time of the elections and select a deserving person instead of wasting our vote. So that is our great responsibility for the betterment of our country, for the political progress of our country. If we will cast the vote, then we will choose the right members or deserving persons for the government of our country. And last one is negotiate differences among people and resolve conflicts. So you have to negotiate. Negotiate means you have to forget the differences between you among the people. If there are so many things which are included in this specific sentence, if there are people those who have the conflicts for any reason, there must be the thing that they must have to negotiate, they must have to forget, resolve these conflicts and live as a happy nation, and live for happily for the prosperity of our country. So if we have the differences with the others, so we have to resolve these conflicts. Same thing is for you and for the citizen of this country, that we have not there must not be any differences among the people. There must be the differences about anything. There must be the differences in our point of view, as I told you in these points, but everyone has to resolve the conflicts, and everyone has to value the other's point of view and resolve all the conflicts. So these are the basic responsibilities of a citizen, which a government or a country demand from every citizen in return of the basic civic rights. So that's all for today. I hope you will understand now better about the responsibilities, civic responsibilities, and civic rights of our citizen. That's all for today. Take care. Allah Hafiz.